Now we're here with Emma Zwiebler from the Board of Directors and also Chair of the Development Committee. Emma, busy day for you. You landed here at 5:30 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
How was the day for you and how are you actually after so many hours?
A little bit tired, but no, the day's been really good so far. We're almost finished. We're going into the last active sessions of the day. So far they've been really good, a really good mix of new topics that we've been trying to tackle at Badminton Europe, so tackling some of the big challenges that are coming around for our sport and for society. Then also looking really excitingly at what's coming for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and also dealing with some of the content topics that we're dealing with in committee. So far, so good. But yeah, I will be pleased when it's close to the end.
Can you tell us something about the Members Forum that has been going on? What it actually is for the people who don't know, and what were the most important topics that we discussed today?
Yeah, so the Members Forum, we've started it some years back as the, let's say, informal gathering around the Congress. We have all the formal procedural elements that take place at the ADM, and that's tomorrow, and obviously we have the gala dinner in the evening. The forum is really designed to do three things, I would say, actually. One, it lets us as Badminton Europe, so the office and the board, report on the activities that we've been doing. Then it allows the members to give us feedback. So good, bad and ugly. You know, what are we getting right? What should we carry on doing? What should we change? And what things should we stop? And these are really important bits of feedback for us, especially on some of the new topics that I'll come on to in a minute, where we are also new to the area. We really need to understand how our members are feeling about it and which way they would like Badminton Europe to go. And the final bit about the forum that I think is as important as the other two bits is it's an opportunity for the members to speak to one another as well. We, in the last 2 to 3 years, have gotten really good at using digital tools to exchange information, but it's very transactional in nature, and I think we cannot underestimate the value of in-person relations, and especially there's been quite a lot of turnover in our member associations over the last 3 to 5 years, so allowing the new people who are representing their members here to meet the other equivalents in different countries and build relationships there, share problems, share best practice. I think that's also a critical part of the forum and what we try to deliver.
Okay, and when we talk about, thanks for the insight first, and some of the topics that have been discussed today, can you mention of some of those?
Yeah, so maybe two that stand out for me. One falls under my work here and one more under governance. That's the social return on investment model that we've been exploring as part of the development department. So that's looking, we've run a pilot project over the last year with 4 different member associations, really trying to quantify what is badminton's social, economic and health contribution to a particular country. So trying to give our members a tool set or a tool in which to have a different discussion about their sport, about badminton within their country, to help try to unlock more investment, try to shape people's image of our sport. So it's not just about winning medals at the Olympic Games. That's a very important part and it always will be, but it is also a really important sport in which governments can invest to improve societal outcomes that they're looking for. So from my perspective, this is completely new for us. It's also a new way of working with an evidence-based model like this that was originally developed by UEFA with 9 universities. So it's a really new way for us to work, and we will see now after the results of this forum whether we will try to roll it out for more member associations. And then the second one I would call out is actually the work we're doing to try and build a sustainability plan for Badminton Europe as a whole. Sustainability, I don't want to call it a buzzword, that's to undermine it too much, but with the UN Sustainable Development Goals reporting back in 2030 and with people becoming more aware of the issues around sustainability, whether it's climate change, whether it's environmental issues or whether it's health and well-being, it's not something that we as a sport can avoid anymore. We don't exist in a vacuum, and I think today we made a good first start at explaining to the membership what we've done so far. We're not pretending to be experts, we're going on a journey with this too, and really trying to get some initial feedback from them on what could we do better, and also try to understand how can we help them better. I think a lot of our members are also in a similar boat to Badminton Europe. We're going on a first step into trying to see what is our role in this space, and I hope that today's session will be the start of something that we build out in the years to come.
Would you say, like talking about the feedback from the members, because I think that some of them are like far ahead than others, and there are different opinions about the whole topic. How would you see that?
You're absolutely right. There are some members that are very far advanced and much further down the line than Badminton Europe itself. And I think what we should try to do on the basis of the feedback that we had today, we obviously need to let things sit a little after the weekend, but I think one of the key roles that Badminton Europe can play is as a platform to gather all that information. So gather examples of best practice. That was one of the requests we saw coming up on the screen from members, is show us what we should be doing. Show us examples of member federations that are doing it well, or even other sports that are doing it well. So I really hope that we can, with the support of our members that are further down the line, help somehow create a knowledge share or exchange platform that will bring other members up to a minimum standard.
Yeah, definitely a very important and interesting topic, and a way to go for all of us, I guess. And while we talk here, there are some new workshops going on inside. What are the things that you are looking forward to today, and what have you maybe enjoyed the most so far?
I think it would be remiss of me not to mention the fact that we've just had a presentation from the CEO of Paris 2024. We are in an incredibly fortunate position as a sport that person is also a huge badminton supporter. He's a BWF council member, Etienne Troba, and has also been a huge supporter of European badminton, having been to the Atlanta Games himself as a men's singles player. It was fantastic, and to be able to have him here in person talking about the plans that they are making for Paris 2024, of course touching a little bit on the badminton specifically, but really giving an insight into how they are driving the Paris 2024 Games, and also some of the undertones that they have, sustainability being one of them. So for me, so far, I think I have to say that's the one that I enjoyed the most. It's also the one I did the least on, so that's probably one of the reasons. But no, I think that's got to be called out as a highlight for today.
Emma, thank you very much for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks. You.